made it!
Okay, later on I check out Canoe Polo, Sam meets kids in space, but right now we're off to Project Jonah to save a whale. New Zealand has always had a special bond with whales. Many Māori tribes believe them to be sacred, and legend has it that a whale guided one of the great canoes to New Zealand. So we're here at St Heliers Beach to learn more about these mysterious creatures and how to save them. New Zealand flatmates, this is Kim, CEO of Project Jonah. What is Project Jonah all about?
Well, Project Jonah is a New Zealand charity, and we're here to protect marine mammals, so whales, dolphins and seals. What we're best known for in New Zealand is our whale rescue work, so we teach members of the public what to do if there's a stranding, and we also go to strandings if they happen.
Why do whales strand themselves?
Quite often it's a combination of reasons. These animals might just be old or sick, so like us, whales have a shelf life, and when they get old they become weak and they can't fight the swells and the currents, they end up coming in. If they're injured, they might end up stranding, so whales often get hit by ships.
So then what happens with a mass stranding?
The number one reason these animals mass strand is because they're socially bonded. They won't leave their pod mates when they're in trouble. So one whale might get in trouble for whatever reason. It might be old or sick or diseased or be having problems with birthing. It will come in. It will then start sending out distress signals to its pod mates. They will mill around. They'll be wanting to help. And as they're trying to work out what to do, the tide will be dropping and they'll end up stranding too.
When humans try to help the whales, could that be seen as interfering?
Yeah, some people think that we should just leave them to their own devices on the beach. I think human nature is, though, that we want to help, and quite often it's just one or two that are possibly sick or injured. The rest are perfectly healthy.
What threats are our whales facing?
There's a huge amount of threats these animals face, everything from getting caught up in set nets, through to being harpooned by whalers, through to swallowing plastic, which is floating in our seas, being disturbed by the amount of noise now in the ocean. Their underwater world has become so noisy, it's really affecting their ability to hunt and to socialise and communicate with each other.
If we were the first people to come across a whale stranding, what's the first thing we should do?
The very first thing that you need to do is actually assess the situation, because you're going to need to make a call to the Department of Conservation to report it as soon as possible. The more information you can give them, the better prepared they're going to be when they get to the scene.
So what do we tell them about this one here?
Okay, so you've walked down the beach and you've discovered this whale here. The first thing you'll need to do is have a quick look to see how many animals there are. Is there just this one on the beach, or are there others out at sea or on the shore? So we've got two.
There's a few others.
So we've got possibly mum there, and we've got a younger, smaller animal on the beach here.
Is the main objective to get the whale back in the water as fast as possible?
No, it's not. It's actually to try and keep the animal as calm and as cool as possible until we can get the animal back. The most common mistake is people panic. They see these animals out of water. They forget that they are air-breathing mammals. They can survive out of water, and they try and get them back as quickly at all costs. And that's where silly mistakes start to happen. People start towing them back, rolling them back to water, and they really stress the animals out and injure them at the same time.
Kim, we can see the tide coming in. Can we save Lionel?
Yeah, I think we can save him.
Yes.
What do you reckon, gang?
Yeah.
I need you guys to start pouring water on him. The most important thing is to cool the animals down. These animals have thick blubber, which keeps them warm when they're in the water, but out of water it overheats them. Pour the water gently, don't lob a bucket of water over him because it will scare him. Okay. And I need one person to be Lionel's buddy.
I'll be his buddy.
Yeah. They do like you talking to them and singing to them. But basically, if you're calm, Lionel's going to be calm, and I think that's the trick.
Man, you find yourself actually caring for this model. Like it's real.
One thing you also might find is that people will accidentally pour water down the blowhole. They'll pour water overhead just as Lionel goes to breathe. The best way to stop that happening is to have the buddy sat here and you wait until Lionel breathes. He'll open his blowhole up and then he'll close it again, and that's the best time to pour water over the head, just after they've taken a breath. Yeah, and be careful not to cover the blowhole or the eye. That's it.
Put water on it?
Perfect. Yeah, and then put water on. Fantastic. If this were mass stranding, this is what we'd be doing until the tide comes back. With a mass stranding, we wait to refloat on a high tide, and we refloat all of the whales at the same time. If we try and refloat them individually, they'll just turn back round and come in again if their podmates are still on the beach. If, though, this was a single-stranded animal or mother and calf pair, and we wanted and could move this animal because it's small enough, we could do that. So to move a small dolphin or a small whale, we can use a dolphin lifting net.
So Kim, we've got Lionel in the water. What would happen to him now?
So now it's really important that we actually give Lionel a chance to get his sea legs back. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going down onto our knees, and we're going to be slowly rocking Lionel from side to side, just supporting him, making sure he's staying upright. And we try and keep him there for as long as possible before we release him.
And then he can be free Lionel.
Exactly.
Well, Kim, I'd like to thank you so much for showing us how to save a whale and why they're so important. If you guys want to know more about Project Jonah and what they do, check out their website right here. And if you see a stranded whale, make sure you call Doc on this number. Thank you so much. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
What's up, peoples? It's prize time. This week, you could be in to win this Kids in Space CD. And this Pacific Beach Street t-shirt. Oh, that is nasty. All you guys have to do to win is tell us what lake does Kalia go to for canoe polo. Damn, that is nasty, man. Where's the delete button?